Okay. So, I think we're ready. Where are you starting? Beginning till?
35.
Beginning till 35. Everybody eyeball that. You know who's playing what parts and everything? You got that figured out?
Kind of. I've got a clarinet, a trumpet on.
Two trumpets.
Two trumpets.
First and second trumpet.
And a
tenor sax.
trumpet.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think everything else is just what it is.
Yep.
Cool. Amazing. All right, everybody. So, we are going to start at the beginning of American River Songs today. But before we do that, I want to work on having a really nice, beautiful sound at 8 o'clock in the morning. Austin, while we do this, can you just air drum do your part real quick? Okay, cool. So I just want everybody to come in and play on the downbeat of the first measure with their most beautiful forte 8 o'clock in the morning sound. Ready? If you can, without dropping your instrument. What do we have that is the same in both of those measures for most of you? And if you don't have it in those measures, you have it in measure 3 on B1. Does anybody know? Sydney? We have a forte piano! What do we need to do when we have a forte piano? Katie looks like she knows.
You hit it really hard and then you get really hard.
Yeah, and it's really important that we do that there because when we have these long notes with these forte pianos, we have moving parts that are happening underneath them. So it's really important that we get out of the way so that we can hear those moving parts happening underneath them. So can we just play the beginning up until 7? And every time you have a forte piano, I want to make sure that you get really out of the way and then crescendo through it. Don't forget that part. To make sure we can hear this stuff happening underneath it. Ready? What could we do better to make our forte pianos better? Colin, your thumb is in the middle.
We could come in stronger at the beginning.
Come in stronger at the beginning. All right, let's try it. Ready? How do we feel about it that time? Thumbs up, middle down. Thumbs up, it was better, it was better. Thumbs middle still, or is that a thumbs up? Thumbs up, okay. Everybody thought it was better. I also thought it was better. You guys did a lot better job that time getting out of the way, and I could really hear those background parts happening. Okay, let's go ahead and keep on trucking from measure 6. major 12? Brian?
Piano.
Yeah, or piano with an M in front of it. Does anybody know what the M means? Brian's dynamic might just be piano.
I don't have piano at 12.
You don't have piano at 12?
No.
Oh, if you come in the first time at 12, and not the
Ah.
second time. The first time at 12, we have MP. Katie, do you know what that means?
Like mezzo piano?
Mezzo piano. So, our beginning came in at forte, big and strong. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And then at 12, we're mezzo piano. It's a lot sweeter. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba. And then in between these two, we have two measures of something to get from this big forte to this mezzo piano. Does anybody see what that is? We have a big decrescendo for two measures for those of you who have it. Most of the people who are playing are nice spoons without any pause part into 12. So let's start two measures before 12 and get a really good, starting at forte, decrescendo to mezzo piano, and then hear this really sweet melody the first time. Ready? I think that's Austin and Brian and Savannah with the quarter note parts. Ready? I thought that was a lot better, but we got kind of a weird start into 12. So let's go ahead and do that again and see if we can get that pickup note better right into the melody and get it started, okay? Ready? where they come in and put accents on the second beats. Can I hear you guys play that right at 21? That's okay. We got a little bit off, but that's not a problem. One thing I want you guys to see, well, you guys can even see it. You guys have accents on those second beats, and I'd like those to be a little more powerful, so it feels more syncopated, so it's more obvious that's on the offbeat. And you guys could probably do a better job of crescendoing. You're on our low end, so we need a lot more from you guys to support these guys also crescendoing the top. Can we try that again? I'm gonna give you the first beat and the, yeah. Yeah, that was a lot better. I still think you can give me more crescendo, but I think the accents were a lot better that time. Let's go ahead and put everybody else on top of that at 21.
We're gonna stop right there for time.
Okay.
Good job, Caitlyn. Stay up there. We have comments for you. Let's get some comments for Caitlyn.
I think all your instruction was really nice and everything you were saying was really good. However, I think you talked a lot,
Yeah.
and I'm afraid that might take away from playing time, especially if you have like a 15-minute period or something.
Yes, talk way less. The information, very good. But you gotta be able to say it quicker. Like,
Yeah.
low voices. You see that accent on beat 2? Can you really give it a little bit more punch? Air behind the tongue. Let's try it. And then you can count them, like, instruments up. 1, 2, 1. Boom.
Okay.
Right? So it just, the give and take of, like, how long it takes you to get things started is a little bit long,
Okay.
too. Okay? Good. Other comments?
I did like when you drew on the board about the decay, because that's something that if you're like, oh, just decay, I'll be like, what does that even mean?
I don't think anybody talked to me about that until like college. So
Yeah.
I like the visual.
Good. Andrew, you have something?
Yeah, I was gonna say I really liked a lot of the stuff you did. I thought you kept your energy up a lot of the time. I know it's super early in the morning. I will say though, like I was sitting here from 12 to 29, and I don't have anything to play.
I'm sorry. I realized that afterwards because I saw the trumpet sitting there and I was like, oh no. And I didn't see you also sitting there. I'm so sorry.
So a couple quick things that can help you. So you kind of made it a little unclear as to what was happening at 12 the first time you wanted to rehearse it. So one way to do this, especially with little kids, like middle school kids, raise your hand if you play the very first time at 12.
Okay.
You know, and then half the group raises their hand. Great. If you play the first time at 12, I want you to do blah blah blah, whatever it was. I don't even remember what it was. And then raise your hand if you play the second time at 12. Right? Now you have mezzo forte. You don't have that dynamic I was talking about. Let's try just the first time people. So try and be concise with your wording. Also, it's a little unclear when you're starting us.
Yeah, I thought that was my fault. I was like, I know it's not them, but I don't know how to make it better.
You're just not using any energy in your face when you started us at 12. So like you just have to like, are you ready? Take a big breath, make a big prep, and go.
Okay.
At the beginning, do you know what you did that didn't allow us to come in correctly?
I couldn't figure it out. I was like, oh no.
Okay, how many beats does it take, everybody, to bring in a group? How many beats do they need? One full beat.
Okay, that's what I did.
You're going straight up. But we have a pickup. So you have to give us a passive active.
Yeah. Okay.
Bottom, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Good, Caitlyn. Who's next?